November 17th, 03:12 a.m., over the northern ridge of occupied Crimea, a Russian S-400 radar site was hit with a precise strike. The mission was planned several weeks in advance by Ukrainian special forces and used drone swarms, electronic warfare, and real-time AI coordination. The radar, worth over $25 million and responsible for air defense detection, was completely destroyed within minutes. The sequence started at 02:55 a.m. A mobile launcher positioned near the outskirts of Decoy deployed 6 kamikaze drones. 4 drones were equipped with electronic decoy modules programmed to imitate low-altitude bird movement and civilian air traffic signals. 2 drones operated as command units, using onboard AI to coordinate routing and evasive actions for the entire group. Weather conditions included low visibility at approximately 80 feet, which reduced detection likelihood but required precise navigation. Russian infantry around the perimeter first detected the drones by sound, a faint whirring cutting through the mist. They fired Zu-23 autocannons and shoulder-launched missiles, but fog and terrain made aiming almost impossible. Shots hit nothing. Tracers disappeared in the mist. Meanwhile, decoy drones moved deliberately, drawing fire and tricking operators at the nearby Nebo-M radar. Soon the drones began their first stunt. One of them flew down toward the radio tower. Its small warhead exploded but caused no damage. However, the radar system considered it a serious threat and activated its defenses. Thermal cameras detected explosions, and the radar detected the approach of 5 objects. The operators tried to figure out what was happening, but some signals were genuine drones while others were false, confusing the system. The opening let the real strike start. At 03:12 a.m., one Ukrainian HIMARS rocket was fired from a hidden spot 5 kilometers away. It flew at Mach 2.8, close to the ground, and reached the S-400 site without being noticed. Russian electronic units used the Krasika 4 to jam radar and communications. 4 decoy drones lost connection for a short time. But the main control system used low-frequency optical links to restore control and keep the swarm together. The Russian 92N6E radar system tracked the approaching decoys as real threats, attacking them with interceptor missiles designed for high-speed airborne targets. Ukrainian operators calculated the interceptor trajectories, issuing evasive commands in a split second. One interceptor collided with a missile and exploded instantly, but the others maintained their course. If you like our work, don't forget to like and subscribe. The chaos forced the radar's fire control computer into overdrive. Its systems, overwhelmed by simultaneous thermal and electronic inputs, failed catastrophically. Moments later, one of its own interceptor missiles detonated inside the launch tube, destroying the S-400 launcher from within. Flames engulfed the radar array as secondary detonations erupted from munitions storage bunkers. The terminal strike followed immediately. A low-flying ATACMS-style missile, guided by terrain contour navigation, descended upon the radar's support buildings and adjacent fuel depots. Upon impact, reinforced concrete and steel were pierced by a shaped charge, igniting over 600 tons of stored diesel. The resulting conflagration created a fireball over 70 feet high, visible from miles away, and registered a 1.5 magnitude seismic event. Within minutes, the radar site, command bunkers, and associated logistics hubs were obliterated. The operation was very successful. Experts estimate that Russia lost equipment and vehicles, including an S-400 system, command infrastructure, and support machines, worth over $40 million. The destroyed fuel supplies also stopped several mechanized brigades, affecting nearly 4,500 soldiers and hundreds of armored vehicles. The damage cut off important supply routes, creating an unprotected area with no control in northern Crimea. Beyond the material damage, the psychological impact was decisive. Russian operators, facing AI-directed drone swarms and precision missiles, now had to question every faint radar blip. Each innocuous bird pattern could mask a lethal payload. From Kyiv to international observers, high-definition feeds of the strike circulated, demonstrating Ukraine's ability to combine low-cost drones, smart AI coordination, and electronic warfare to achieve disproportionate results. Strategically, the attack forced a dilemma for Russian defense planning: cluster high-value assets and risk annihilation, or disperse and dilute coverage. The S-400 strike highlighted a new paradigm in modern conflict, where rapid thinking, integrated AI, and tactical deception outweigh sheer firepower. In one meticulously timed operation, Ukraine had neutralized one of Russia's premier air defense nodes, paralyzing a sector of Crimea's airspace and signaling that the skies were no longer uncontested. If you like our work, don't forget to like and subscribe. As smoke rose over the wreckage, analysts predicted a period of operational paralysis lasting weeks, if not months. The combination of psychological shock, destruction of critical assets, and disruption of fuel and logistical chains redefined southern Crimea's battlefield dynamics. Ukraine's success demonstrated that in the 21st century battlefield, speed, innovation, and electronic dominance could decisively reshape engagements, rendering traditional defense networks vulnerable to precise, asymmetric tactics. In the hours following the strike, both Ukrainian and international analysts carefully assessed the operation's outcomes. Satellite imagery and drone footage confirmed the complete destruction of the S-400 site, while remaining Russian defensive positions appeared disoriented and reactive. Logistics units reported delays in fuel and supply deliveries, amplifying the operational vacuum in the area. Military experts noted that the integration of AI-guided drone coordination with conventional artillery strikes represented a significant evolution in tactical planning. Observers highlighted that this approach allowed a relatively small force to achieve high-impact results without extensive manpower. Beyond the immediate battlefield effects, the operation also influenced command and control procedures. Remote monitoring systems and redundant communication networks were temporarily re-evaluated to prevent similar failures. Analysts stressed that the incident illustrated the growing importance of electronic warfare, real-time intelligence, and adaptive strategies in modern conflicts. While the material losses were substantial, the broader lesson centered on the value of innovation, speed, and precise execution, reinforcing the notion that technologically agile forces could shape the operational environment in ways that traditional methods alone could not.